All right, let's get down to business. So, a friend of mine, and you guys know him by now, Robert from The Razor's Edge here on YouTube. He's been honing for a while now, and he's into the hobby. Recently, he sent me a razor, which arrived today, so I'm pretty excited to try it out. But it has my favorite edge, which is a Coticule edge. And I find that interesting and exciting because, by the way, I'm using Ariana and Evans Plum and Bliss. Usually I do the Ariana and Evans pretty thick, but I am trying it out with a thin lather because I am a straight razor shaver. So the interesting part about this entire ordeal with Robert sending me an edge to try out is that I would consider him a beginner. I would consider myself a beginner. I haven't been doing this for longer than a year. By the way, look at this razor. This is a Systrum razor. And hopefully with the new setup you guys can see this no problem at all. It's a 6/8 or a 5/8, I'm not sure. And we're just gonna go straight in here. Now I haven't stropped this at all. And he told me he has not dulled the heel or the toe. So told me to be a little bit careful here. And the interesting part about this entire ordeal is he's a beginner. He's been doing it less than I have been doing this. But unlike me, he started honing on Coticules first. And that's very interesting. Usually people say you should start with synthetics because there's a lot more information out there on them, which I agree. There's a lot more information on them out there, and they're like the foundation of what you're doing when you're doing straight razor honing. With the right guidance, what he's been able to achieve. Let's go over here so you guys have a look. I'm sure he can tell me in the comment section how long he's been honing here. But come on, that's a dial-a-cut method, LPB. I mean, he does have some amazing stones, I'm not gonna lie. But being able to do that on such a short amount of time, I think is super cool. And that's one of the reasons I've been wanting to do a lot of Coticule videos lately. Not just because I enjoy them and they're my favorite stone, but because there's different systems out there that we like. So we like getting the jawline here. So we like the Japanese naturals, we like the synthetics. And they all hone a little bit different, right? And that's fine. And the reason why some people think that Coticules are like this mysterious stone is because they think you're gonna hone the same way you hone on a synthetic or a Japanese natural, and that's not the case. And I think great resources to kind of debunk all of this You guys know I mention him all the time. Eric the Cajun Blade. I think he's doing an amazing job trying to teach new people how to hone on these amazing stones. Of course, Gary Haywood, the OG, with his Dialocott video. I think he's doing an amazing job. And Keith V. Johnson is a great resource, and also JPO. Now, I'm not going to include myself in that list because, like I said in the beginning, I'm still a beginner. But I will say the content that I have on my channel about Coticules, I think is a great resource for new guys to start out. I mean, the Hank Booz article, that's like the Bible of Coticules, man. You really can't say anything about that, in my opinion. And one of the reasons I'm mentioning all this is because there was a thread in one of the shaving forums, and it was about Coticules. And I've seen a little bit of everything in that thread. But there's guys like Darth Scandalous that have been giving the Dialocott method a try, and he's been getting good results with it. Like I said, Robert, I think he's a beginner. I would classify as a beginner. But then there's also the other Robert, No Name Bear, who has also been playing around with his Coticule, and he made a video. Actually, if you haven't seen it, you should check it out. He had really good results on a really tiny Coticule. My friend Sean G, my other half, he has a new Philharmonica, which is beautiful, but he's also been successful with that. And I think this fear of it's a difficult stone to master kind of pushes people away, when in reality it's not a difficult stone to master. It's a you have to work on it kind of stone to understand it. You can't just read and think you're gonna know everything. You got to work on it, and these guys have been working on it. And another person that had really good results is my friend Joe from Subtle Art Soap Company. He finally gets it now. He's like, and that's the same thing that happened to me, man. When I got my first Coticule, missed a spot here. I love me a red wine. When I started with my Coticule, I had bad results. Let's just put it lightly. I had bad results. And if I would have quit there, I would have not fallen in love with stones the way I have now. This is some water. And I think that's what happens with a lot of people. They want to be in and out and not have to learn the stone. And if that's you, then there's other systems out there for you. But if you really want to dive deep into them, get those super keen edges, super comfortable edges, you got to put the work in. I mean, there's no going around it. So I'm starting pasty, dipping into water a little bit just so I can hydrate that a little more. Ariana and Evans is one of those soaps that just blows up in your face with the amount of lather. But in my case today, I'm trying to get it wet and thin like that. Just to try something different out. So if you don't want to put the time in, then there's other systems out there for you, or there's other ways you can get to the same end goal. So example, going from 8K to a Coticule on water is also one way. But there's no way around it. You're not using the full capability of the stone, and the finished result is just not the same. Unless you put a lot of laps in, which is not what most people are doing. Most people are honing under the sink for a few laps and thinking that's the same edge. Sorry, it's not. It does mild it down a little bit, but it's not. This is a very workable edge. This is an edge I'm not gonna remove. And I did not strop this. I think I nicked myself there because I did not mute the toe. We'll see right here. So if that's not you, you don't want to put the time in, you don't want to put the work in, there's other systems for you out there, or there's other routes that will get you to a similar place, not the same, similar, that you can do. But why I'm saying all this is I'm really happy to see you guys out there, my friends. You guys are giving my favorite stone, my favorite type of stone, another go. And you guys are using the full capabilities of the stone, and you're getting the results that everybody wants. So I'm just really happy to see you guys succeeding. All right. Let's do the Barber Dave here. I want to put a little bit more water here because I can feel my skin is a little bit dry. And of course now my hand is going to slip a little. Let's not do that. And I didn't have this conversation planned out or anything. It's just looking at Sean G's video and then Leon's video popped up. But I've been seeing you guys get a lot of good success, and I'm really happy, man. Really. I'm the type of person that I like watching my friends succeed when they do something awesome. Okay. Sistrum, beautiful razor, love it. Okay, cheeks are BBS. Here in the chin area, probably not BBS. Usually here it's BBS. Just do a little bit there. Now this was around either 2 or 3 days of growth, so just enough to show you. Well, not really, because sometimes I see guys that have a 1 month beard shaving. And you can kind of tell if it's keen or not. And then I watch a video from Greg Gallant, who he shaves every day, but you just know he has one of the most keenest edges out there, man. That guy can get a good edge. You can just tell by looking at it. Now sometimes I do miss hair, so that's why I'm touching around, because I do have a little bit of light. I don't have too much lighting in here. I want to provide like a cinematic look for here for the videos, but that feels good. Yeah, that feels good. There's a Sistrum again. The aftershave for today is Thayer's Rose. Videos like the one Eric does, videos like the ones I did the other day, the Coticule one that blew up. I think those type of videos are good, because if you search up Coticule content, it's mostly the results you're going to get are mostly going to be the synthetic to Coticule route. But like I've said before, that's like high grit synthetic to Coticule route, because setting a bevel on a Coticule, I mean, it's setting a bevel. Everybody should do that on a synthetic, in my opinion. But doing a synthetic to Coticule route is definitely a way, but it's kind of like having a Ferrari and driving it on economy or 20 miles per hour. So viable, but limiting. And that's it. That's the shave. Robert, the edge. It was horrible, man. I couldn't shave with it. Look at this. I still have all the hairs here. I'm gonna have to rehone that. I don't know. We gotta work on that, man. No, in all seriousness, amazing edge. And it's funny how you're a beginner, and you are, and I am, because we've only been doing this for a year. There's guys who've been doing this for 10 years. You get, in your beginner stage, I feel like you get a better Coticule edge than most people out there that are honing on them. So that's it for today. That's the shave. Hope you guys enjoy as much as I enjoyed making this for you guys. I always read and reply to all your comments, so make sure you leave one in the comment section below. And that's it.